Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chicago. Here we got, what is this, March the 13th, 2025, Thursday. We're heading towards the dyeing of the river green there on Saturday. St. Patrick's Day party weekend's coming up. Hey, Chris, how's it going here? Yeah, we got nice sunshine here. We got beautiful people walking down Michigan Avenue here. So I'm just gonna stick by the river today. We'll check out the Riverwalk there. I'm gonna start scoping out spots for Saturday. I'll probably work from home tomorrow because it's gonna be windy. So here, let's cross the street here. We'll get across Michigan Avenue. I'll say hi to everybody once we get across the street here. And we'll just focus on the Wrigley building there. Looking north on Michigan Avenue here from Water Street. It goes to Wacker Drive. That's looking south. See, we went down to the South Loop yesterday. We went down to Balboa, or even beyond that. Hey, look, you can really see the underneath of that Citizen M, that transition there. Look at that. And yeah, the sunshine's great. We've been blessed with beautiful. The weather's been pretty not bad at all by March standards this week. We had a lot of sunshine, and tomorrow is supposed to be 70. Of course, to bring rain and wind there. But hey, Elena, thanks for tuning in the rain. Hubert, thanks for the good information this morning there. And Krista, Prince, yeah, Heather B, there, Chris. Yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, thanks for the lunch bunch there. So yeah, let's. You know, it's amazing. You know, we're getting closer to the, look at that, it's a lot more. See, we get the buses, and we get the people. How you doing there? How you doing? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? So here we get more street performers, more people selling, you know, souvenirs. I'm sure we'll see it this weekend. And we saw all those kegs. They're delivering all the kegs for the bars. They're getting ready. Yeah, so we streaming okay? We clear the rear, good. So, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, I realize now, you know, I always used to try to film the river from Columbus where they started, but, you know, they really churn it up all the way down towards the merchandise mart. So I'm thinking about trying to get a spot closer to the merchandise mart from the western end to film the dyeing of the river green. See, they're getting the barricades out here ready. They're starting to, how you doing? They're starting to get ready for the dyeing of the river green here. We'll cross here at Wacker, and we'll see what's, I want to see some of the river boats there getting ready with decorations. It's going to be hard. See, they're really pinching down the access point here. But here, we'll follow these people here. Get across here. There's a pace bus there. Oh. How you doing? You're standing right there. You're standing right where everybody needs to walk. That guy wants to block everybody, I guess. Yeah, he's probably gonna watch your. Well, I won't imply anything there. Of all the places he can stand, he has to stand right where everybody needs to walk. But so there's the Trump Tower. There's the Marine Towers here. Let's head across the bridge here so we can see the river. And yeah, Tara, how you doing there, Ernesto? Katie. Yeah, there's no grass and trees. How you doing? Yeah, please watch something else if you don't enjoy this content. I don't understand why you're just going to sit here and troll us. Here's the happy St. Patrick's Day water taxi. And hey, look at the beautiful architecture. See, we don't need trees. We got beautiful architecture. Look at that. And yeah, they're going to dye this river green on Saturday. Yeah, it's the concrete jungle. You got it. Yeah, I agree. And believe me, you know, there used to be much less trees than there are now. There's probably more trees in the city. Certainly since the second Mayor Daley's administration, he really made an effort to plant a bunch of flowers and trees, and actually they're not doing as much because the budget got cut, you know. And but hey, look at that. There's the Wrigley building, and there's the Tribune all the way back to the John Hancock. Yeah, there's no oxygen here. I mean, you know, no offense, Katie. I know you're trying to be smart or make whatever point you're making there. Yeah, like there's no oxygen for these people to breathe. I know trees help out with carbon dioxide, and I'm all for that too. I don't own a car. You know, maybe you own a car. You know, maybe it's an electric car. Maybe it's not. We all, you know, I always, you know, worry. You know, my carbon footprint gets destroyed every time I have to take a flight for business travel. My company sends me around for clients. And, you know, for all I pride myself on walking, I walk a lot. That's what I try to promote, walking, taking transit. And we have Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park's larger than Central Park. Plenty of trees. We got a lakefront. We got migratory birds that go through there. You know, I know cities are big pollution, drivers of pollution. But people that live in urban environments, we're much more efficient than suburban environments for energy. And even though there's more trees in the suburban, densely packed urban areas are actually, you can actually use less energy if you live in denser environments. But I don't want to argue these points here. It's just as stupid to argue it on TikTok or YouTube. Here's, yeah, we're underneath the, look at that. Look at the bridge that crosses there. Hey, Pete's Coffee. They used to have some Norwegian Scandinavian thing there, but I guess it's gone. There's Walgreens. Hey, Anita, how you doing there? Yeah, it's very sunny and warm here. There's the side of the Trump Tower there. Yeah, so here we'll head here, taking pictures. Look at the nice skyline views you get here. There's the Jewelers Building. There's the Mather Tower. There's the, oops. There's the London House. Hey, Lady May, eatery and cocktail parlor there. We'll have to show that to May. See, they got this blocked off. This is why I'm scoping this out. I've watched them dye the river green underneath this tower, right along that, you know, walkway, and they got it closed off for security purposes because, you know, of course, there's been protests, and there will be more protests. Here's where you can check out the water taxi. They got some of the boats. I still got some tickets for the water taxi. I don't know if I'll be able to take any on Saturday there. On the road heading home. That's okay, Michael. That's okay. Thanks, D. Michael and Tara and everybody else there. Yeah, I know. I don't expect anybody to have to mod or anything. I can handle it. Everything's fine. I don't even mind people asking about the trees. That's fine. It's an honest question. So here's some trees. Here's some trees. We hear some birds chirping. Concrete Jungle Pizzeria. So we'll head behind the Trump Tower since we can't go underneath it, and we'll go over towards Hubbard and Kinsey here, and then we'll get back down to the river, start scoping out spots for Saturday. Safe travels there, Michael. So what else am I missing here? Let's see. Sunny and warm there. Life is temporary. I agree with that. So we got to enjoy every day. Yeah, we got trees. I agree. Wintrust. Block North. Kim Kardashian store. 1000 North Rush. There. Hubert, you got the good. Hubert, you helped me out with so much good information. I appreciate that. I didn't realize they were doing the curtain wall. See here, Trump International Hotel and Tower. We're at the bottom of it here. It's 1,200 feet tall. There it is. And hey, they're taking down the Christmas decorations here. How you doing? And see, landscaping, it's changing right into spring. There might be tulips here later. And we'll head over towards the river here. And Chris, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. No, everything's fine. I don't mind. Please don't block the person that asked about the trees. It probably was an honest question. They were just trying to make a joke. I'm just always surprised by, you know, people always ask things that throw me for a loop, you know, and it's good because it keeps me on my toes. No softball questions here. You know me, I flip out. I start ranting and raving. A lot of times I just misunderstand what people are coming from, what they're driving at. And the deli section. So here, see, they got the police line here. So here, we'll cross the street here if we can. This is Wabash. Wabash here. Ah, here comes the cars. Yeah, the American Medical Association Plaza here. See, we just went behind the Trump Tower. We'll head over to, we'll get some nice river views here. This might be a good spot to watch the river, but it's hard. I'm sure it's probably going to be crowded. And they shut down a lot of the bridges. Now, they said they're going to try to keep the Columbus, LaSalle, and Orleans bridges open, but last year they shut down the LaSalle Street Bridge because I tried to cross it and we got stuck there. So who knows? Maybe they're changing it this year. Oh, we just missed a boat went by. A boat went by, but we'll catch it next time. See here, this would be a good, really good spot to watch the St. Patrick's Day Dying of the River Green here. I'm scoping out spots for Saturday. I might not come downtown tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing it today. It's going to be windy tomorrow when it warms up. Maybe we'll do the conservatory at lunch there. Here's this statue. You got a van? Yeah, take a safari there. Doreen there. You listen to Irish music? That's good. Yeah, that's how you get in the spirit there. We're getting the spirit for, hey, look at this cute dog. Oh, look at this cute dog. How you doing there? Look, the dog's got a coat. Look at this beautiful dog there. How you doing there? I love the fashion there. That's great. The beautiful dog there. That's great. The dog's like, where are we at here? What are we doing? Yeah, you see that? Yeah, there's the Marina Towers. So Chicago, outside of Ireland, probably has the largest St. Patrick's Day festivities. Certainly in the United States, larger than Boston, larger than New York's even. Isn't that amazing? Now, Savannah, Georgia, bats above its weight in size there with, they have an amazing St. Patrick's Day festivities there in Savannah, Georgia. Here, we'll get across the street here. Just, these cars pull out of nowhere. They were parked and then they start accelerating. Yeah, you see that puppy? Yeah, wearing a coat there. Has the fashionista there. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about there, Luke. I guess you're trying to be funny, which it's hard to do comedy in comments. I've tried it too, and usually my sarcasm gets misinterpreted as like arrogance, you know. So we'll just let it lie there. But here, there's the see here. I wonder if they're gonna have Smith and Walensky, if people will be sitting right there at the river. I bet people will be renting these little electric boats. It'd be nice if the hot tub boat was out in the Green River there, but I don't think they're gonna do it. But see, look at this beautiful view, the Jewelers Building here. You can see the top of the Mather Tower. That's the Aon, the Prudential behind the Carbide and Carbon here. But here, we'll keep going under the Marina Towers here. Yeah, so I don't know when the Shamrock Shuffle is going to happen. You can do a search. I think it's probably going to be next weekend. They usually don't run it this weekend because Columbus Drive is all shut down for the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday at noon. Yeah, they do the Shamrock Shuffle. It's usually in March. You can just do a search for Shamrock Shuffle in Chicago, and they'll tell you when they're running that. Yeah, people dye their bodies completely green. They have the green hair. See, they're getting ready. They're getting ready for, they might have limited access here because I don't know if this is private or public space, probably private. But this would be another nice area to view the Dying of the River Green. I'm just scoping out areas here. Yeah, there's tables. See, a lot of the places we noticed on Rush Street, a lot of the outdoor seating places are getting the tables out already. The weather's unseasonably warm so far this week, and it looks like it's going to continue. I'm going to have to make a stock trade here because thankfully I won't have to turn off. I got another phone here, so I'm going to be distracted here for a second here. I got to make a stock trade because I'm getting notifications. And I knew it always happens. Like, I was waiting for... The market's selling off a little bit more today because it's probably the uncertainty leading up to potential government shutdown. And yeah, I gotta make some trades here. Hold on. So I'm gonna sit right here, so I'm not falling in the river here. Let me make a few trades here. Hold on a second here. Never fails. We're always all morning I was waiting for this to develop, and then right when I want to live stream, that's when it's developing here. And it, you know, I don't know if it'll sell off into the close. I doubt it, but we'll see here. There we go. Oh, they do one more trade here. Hold on one second here. So thanks for bearing with me here. Appreciate for being a live audience here. Yeah, we'll check out the river here. We'll point it this way. There, I gotta do one more trade here. 28. Done. Come on, stock market, make me rich here. It's like the great global casino. Hey, look at these people jogging. They're all jogging in formation. Is that... It's like the army right there. Yeah, S&P's down. It's you know, and what I think's going on is Trump and Elon realize that we're long overdue for a recession, a correction. If they're going to do it, they want to do it now, early in his term, because so by the time of the midterms, they don't want the recession to happen then, because any incumbent party will lose seats in the House and Senate if we're in a recession when there's midterm elections. So they rather do the recession now, if there's going to be a recession, get it over with, so they can have their booming economy just in time for the midterms. There's the, and that still remains to be seen if they can pull it off with these tariffs. Look at the nice boats here. Look, we're getting some beautiful boat action here. Reminds me of the summer and fall when we get to film all these beautiful barges coming up and down the river here. See, they're all getting ready. They're getting ready for the festivities this weekend here. So look, there's Fort Dearborn going right underneath us. We'll get it going underneath the this is the Dearborn Street Bridge. This is Fort Dearborn boat going under the Dearborn Street Bridge, and these boats will be in the green water. People pay a lot of money to get on these boats, and in years past, Vic Cohen, remember Vic Cohen? He was on some of those boats. Here's the House of Blues in Chicago. Bell, how you doing here? The way I roll. Joker's wild, you're right. It's pure gambling. It's pure speculation. I admit, you know, some people gamble at the casino. I gamble on the stock market. And so here we'll cross the street here. This is Dearborn Street. They got a nice two-way bike path for a few more blocks here. Actually, it heads through the loop here. There's this two-way bike path. And we'll keep heading along the river here if we can. Yeah, 52 degrees, the sunshine. Look at these views. Here's the side of the Marina Towers here. So can I get through here? I don't even know if I can get through here. So I have to go all the way down. I haven't gone down here. Usually they have this closed off. It's for... Yeah, let's go down here. Let's check this out. Maybe I might not be able to escape if I go this way, but let's give it a try. I rarely go down to this level on this side of the river here. This is, why not here? So you can see underneath the Dearborn Street. See, usually we'll walk back on that side of the Riverwalk there. Civic Opera House, 30th floor. Oh, I bet that was a nice view. Yeah, the Civic Opera House over there. You could look. You could see Riverside Plaza. I don't know if you look towards Wacker or the river. It sounds like you look towards the river. Yeah, the Civic Opera House is right on the river, and that's where the water taxi is across the way. So if you just joined, we're in Chicago. We're on the north side of the river here, downtown here, barely in River North here. See, there's people eating over here. They're eating at the restaurant here. Yeah, look at that. So here we'll head up the stairs here. Blue Island, how you doing there, Daryl? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, we can head up here. Monkey Business, yeah, how you doing there, photo booths? Monkey Business. Like your name there. There was a band in Chicago briefly. Its name was Colombian Monkey Knife Fight, but I think they had problems with that name. Yeah, the RPM Seafood. So this is where you sit outside here at the RPM Seafood. Here comes hey, the Bright Star. People are taking architectural cruises here. Look at that. River's looking nice in the sun there. Look at that. Let's zoom into the people here, all the beautiful people on the boat. having a river cruise. Look, people aren't even wearing coats. March the 13th. It's not too bad. Yeah, we'll all be living in a van down by the river. You know, we've been spoiled, all of us, because almost for 15 years, there hasn't been a down year in the stock market. It's very unusual. This bull market that just never ends. And as we all know, what goes up must come down. You know, to me, there's still inflation. It's not reflected in the numbers. And I don't think the tariffs are going to help, but that's my opinion. And we're going to find out, you know. See, here's some, you know, potential. Hey, there's people waiting for the elevator here to go to Portofino. We'll cross the street here. Here's Clark Street. And we'll get run across here before the light changes. I think I can walk along here. No, they got it blocked off. Do they have it blocked off? Yeah, they got it blocked off. So we'll have to head across the river here. Yeah, they got it blocked off. They're getting ready for it. They know people want to stand there to watch the river. So that's why I'm scoping this out. So I know the places I can view the river and the places I can't, because it's going to be really congested. There's that construction on the Thompson Center. Look at the temporary scaffolding and the elevator there. Look how it just sticks out in the street. They're taking some pictures here. Here's see we're at the Britannica building here. We're crossing Clark Street. Yeah, lucky day. Pet a black cat. Look at that. There's the Salesforce. Oh, Friday the 13th. Yeah, a lot of people, that's very superstitious there, you know. So, thankfully, tomorrow's the 14th, so we're close. We're Thursday the 13th. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th, so it's Thursday just as bad. I guess Friday's the worst. Oh, yeah, the Smoot-Hawley, research the Smoot-Hawley Acts. There was tariffs in the 30s that led to, and that's what we're entering. I call it the end of globalization. The Christmas tree ship used to come here. That's what that's about. It used to come in here. Yeah, the Smoot-Hawley Acts, I think tariffs, whatever they were, in, here, we'll head down here. You know, the stock market crash was 1929, October. By 30, we weren't for sure we were going to go into recession or depression. And then Hoover got really protectionist. And, you know, it was after World War I, and Germany was reeling from the reparations. There was massive hyperinflation, and there wasn't as much global trade. And so the United States got really protectionist, and they limited immigration too in the 1920s. Let's forget that. Look at the two parallels: limiting immigration and tariffs that preceded the Great Depression. And Hoover was pretty hands-off. He was against government intervention in the markets, or he thought that it would just you know, eventually end. It kept getting worse. The rest of his administration, there was Hoovervilles, and there was a March on Washington. The United States used McCarthy, the same McCarthy that was in the Philippines. He used the military to kick out all the people that were camped down on the lawn. A lot of them were veterans. They were veterans from World War I. Remember that? And who's calling me? I'm going to hang up. Why is somebody calling me right now? It's not anybody I know. It was a telemarketer. Here's the train going across here. But yeah, and that's why I call it. I got your comment, Chris. I agree with you. I call it the end of globalization. Who pushed free trade? Margaret Thatcher, Ronald Reagan, Bush the first. He was for the NAFTA. Clinton did the compromise. Remember, Ross Perot was against NAFTA. That was the North American Free Trade Agreement with Canada and Mexico. We largely enacted it in the Clinton years. The 90s were boom time. Free trade. Remember, everybody talked about free trade. Gore and Bush II. Everybody was for it. Even Republicans and Democrats were for free trade in the 2000s. You know, and now we're going back into protectionism, where, you know, to retaliate, tariffs, you got to retaliate. You can't just accept them because, you know, it's And the tax gets, look up the definition of tariffs. Tariffs are a tax. They get passed down to the consumer. They're not paid by the nations they're put against. They're paid by whoever buys the product wherever they end up. And even Trump might realize that, but he doesn't care. He thinks he likes using them as a bargaining chip, so he can leverage countries, and he can magically, at a whim of his hand, release them, or he can enact them, and that's what he likes. That he wants the power, and we're all gonna just have to deal with it, you know. Down by the river, yeah, we're living in a van down by the river. Old Chris Farley. Yeah, our friend Dan there, he knew him when he worked security at the John Hancock Tower. That's where Chris Farley lived up until the day he died. And he used to see him go in and out of there, and he knew Chris Farley. And when he lived in Chicago here, so when Chris Farley said living in a van down by the river, maybe he meant this river. And in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't as nice. There wasn't this Riverwalk. It was just an industrial wasteland. Yeah. Hey, the merchandise mart. So I'm thinking about maybe we'll walk around here. Here comes the Brown Line train there. It's going north there. It's going the other way, so you can't see it. You can hear it there. You can kind of see it going through there. Oh yeah, there was a lot more homeless people living by the river too. Yeah, and that's what he was talking about, you know, living in a van down by the river, you know. People lived out of their cars. Jay Leno talks about living out of his car in the early 80s. There was a bad recession in the early 80s before he made it big in LA. He was on the comedy circuit there, and he talks about sleeping in his car. Jay Leno, look how many cars he owns now. And when he used to he was by Mr. Beef there. So I'm gonna have to make another stock trade here. The market's continuing to sell off here. It keeps selling off. I'm selling today. I'm selling. Let's see here. So every few seconds I'm gonna have to make a stock trade here. Hold on. The market never ends. It's relentless. It is closed on weekends. That's why I don't want to trade Bitcoin. You know what? Bitcoin trades 24/7. It can have precipitous drops in the middle of the night on weekends. It trades on Saturday and Sunday because it's currency. I mean, you need a break. Sometimes I'm relieved when the market closed because I can sleep at night, you know. Yeah, sell, buy, sell, trade. Be like Jim Cramer. Buy, sell. Hit the button there. Yeah, minimalism. You got it. Live as cheaply as possible. That's why I don't have a car. That's why I'm just amazed. I said it this morning. I didn't want to delve too deep into it on TikTok because I can't afford a car. Any car, even used cars, are expensive. I can't afford the cost of maintaining a car or paying parking or permits or get tickets in the mail, whatever, insurance. And so here's the president. He doesn't need a car. He doesn't even drive. He buys a car. How out of touch is that? Oh, it's good for the king there. Yeah, I know he's going to let his staff use it. That's great. I wish he'd let the rest of us use that car too. Here's minimalist by choice since 1993. That's great. Yeah, I embrace the frugality movement. Look at this nice view. Everything's lined up there. 1 point perspective. Look at that. There's Wacker Drive. Here we're over at Franklin Street here. Where it crosses over to Orleans. So I think this bridge is going to be open. So that's why I'm going to camp out by the merchandise mart on Saturday. Because at least I can cross the river on this end. They said LaSalle Street might be open, but I don't trust that. And then you got to go all the way over to Columbus. And that's where I was at last year, and my connection was horrible. Now eventually they opened up Columbus, and Bob and I walked across it, but it was still hard. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here. Look at this view. Welcome to Chicago. Here we're walking across the Franklin Street Bridge to Orleans. There's the merchandise mart. We got a sunny day, 50 degrees. It's warming up. It might be 70 tomorrow. Look at these trap doors. I always feel like I'm going to fall through the trap door. These are drawbridges. I missed the nice view of the Sears Tower, but we'll see when we get across the way here. And here we'll keep on going. Eggs don't stay fresh long now. Look at the Salesforce. You can get those eggs that come in cartons, like the egg beaters. You can freeze them. I remember during the pandemic, I had some frozen cartons of eggs there in the freezer. You know, you're good for making scrambled eggs and omelets and cooking. You know, because they're pretty much all scrambled already. They come in a carton there. Let go of my Eggo. Yeah, movers and shakers. But here we're over by the merchandise mart here. We're just checking out places to view the Green River. I think this might be a good spot. But look, they got it closed off. Are they going to keep this closed off? How did those people get over there? Let's see how these people got over here. We'll have to cross here. So look at this view. So we're underneath the merchandise mart here to get this nice view to the north end of the loop here. There's a nice view of the Sears Tower there. Some restaurants have a surcharge on eggs. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, especially breakfast places, because breakfast used to be your cheapest meal, and that might be changing now, you know, because of eggs. And it's the bird flu combined with other inflation. It's not people being unpatriotic or colluding to raise prices. Plant your eggs too early? Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Everybody's gonna have to start raising chickens in the backyard. Chris, you can raise chickens in the backyard. Maddie would love that, right? But hey, you got this little lawn here. So I wonder if this is gonna be open for the, I'm not for sure if this is gonna be open for the river dying or not, because they had it closed off. See, they got it roped off here. This is the AstroTurf here. We're under the merchandise mart here. But look at this great view you get to the Sears Tower here through the gap there. John Wanamaker. Look at all these giant heads here. Merchandise mart. Look at that nice view to the Sears Tower. Hey, how you doing there, Reba Fluff? Thanks for tuning in there. I would love to go to Vegas, but I don't know if I can for that. I consider myself an ally, but you know, I'm not actually. I'm pretty. I'm not actually part of the community, but I have friends and relatives that are. That sounds like a good event. I'll look more into it and I'll get back to you. And thanks for letting me know there. And we'll keep on walking here. But I'm all for it. I think that's a great thing. Sounds like a good time. Las Vegas has a lot of conventions. And actually, more conventions probably happen in Las Vegas than happen in Chicago now because of the gambling. That's why we're trying to get the casino going here. Yeah, if you're serious, Reba, directly message me, or, you know, it's easier on YouTube to just subscribe for free. You can subscribe for free. You can message me there, and then we can talk offline. And, you know, I'm used to getting all kinds of questions here. There's the CTA guy there. How you doing there? Yeah. Driving the train. Brown line heading into the loop here. Hash browns with cheese and sausage, that sounds good. Yeah, get some potato there. Mallory. Cornflakes, yeah, get some cornflakes. Just milk and green eggs and ham there, get some fish. Get some sausage. Peppers in the sausage. So is anybody making some Irish dishes this weekend? You make some corned beef hash or some bangers and mash? Well, that's British. What am I thinking? I gotta look up, refresh my Irish. Get some potatoes there. Sausage. 1 egg per day. There's the Salesforce Tower. There's the merchandise mart. Irish breakfast, there you go. Yeah, put some Jameson in it. Man, you see all those kegs? They're getting ready for all the beer. They're here. We'll head back down to the Riverwalk here. And hey, look how nice the merchandise mart's looking in the sun there. Corned beef and cabbage. There you go. That's yeah, corned beef and cabbage. That's what a lot of people get. You get the corned beef sandwich or with the cabbage. Just eat it on the plate there. Yeah, they'll be serving it at all the bars and restaurants there. Lots of green dye in the beer and in the food. Cookies, shamrock cookies. Curb your dog. Yeah, cabbage and potatoes. Soda bread, yeah, get some soda bread. So I don't know if they're going to open up the merchandise or not. Knowing them, they'll probably have it barricaded off and everybody will be confused. But that would be an amazing vantage point. We'll figure it out. I'm going to have trouble live streaming until the parade starts because it gets so crowded down here and we compete for cell towers. I'm hoping if I go further west there might be more cell towers. If I go further east, the lake, there's no cell towers out in the lake, and that becomes a precipitous drop. Here, people fishing here. How you doing? It's great. And just heading down here. You hear the L train rumbling above us there. Grilled salmon. Yeah, that sounds good. What do they call that? Lox? Lox? Is that what they call that? Yeah. Get some grilled salmon. Or is that cheese? That's okay, Julie. We're just scoping out spots for the St. Patrick's Day dine in the Green River here on Saturday. I'll probably work from home tomorrow, so we walked down the north side and then we circled back. Yeah, better late than never. Just don't call me late to dinner. That's a beautiful dog here. How you doing there? So yeah, you got to stay after class. You got a demerit there. She's unruly. Unruly Julie Reed. That's good. Can't rule her. Good food. Yeah, that's what we're doing there. We're talking about Irish food. People are going to make this weekend or eat, you know. Smoked salmon is the lox. Oh, I was close. See, I thought that's what they called that. Yeah, good. Thanks for the good info there. Helping me out. I can't keep everything in my little brain here. The river looks a little up. Hey, that dog's ready for St. Patrick's Day. Got the green shirt on there. Yeah. Yeah, we're all getting hungry. It's lunchtime. Get your lunch there. I got some leftover pizza this morning. They got pizza. There was a bunch of architects in doing a big conference, and they ordered pizza, and there was leftovers. So I'm chowing down on leftover deep dish pizza there from Giordano's there that he ordered in the office. I won't pass up free leftovers. I'm not too good for that. And sometimes it tastes better the second day. You know what I mean? You warm it back up. All those juices and cheese gets in the crust there. Yeah, Giordano's. Wells and Al's for lunch. You going to Al's Beef? That's good. Kush is gone. That's good. Yeah, get to go up to Wells there. That's good. Making a burger. No Grubhub. That's good. I'm the same way. Cook from home. See people having their lunch out here sitting on the wall, 50 degrees. It's like a spring day here. People walking without jackets. It's nice. See, the river already looks green, but it's not. It'll be really green on Saturday. So I'll be on TikTok. And my apologies to Kevin. I didn't mean to lash at him yesterday. I was just trying to sign off. I feel guilty because I know we got some people here on YouTube that don't watch on TikTok or can't watch on TikTok. I understand that. But my audience is vastly larger on TikTok and people are expecting me to stream it. And if I stream on YouTube and not TikTok, people will freak out because they'll be looking at me on TikTok. So I think you guys understand what's going on. I appreciate you for understanding there. Kevin just asked if why I wasn't streaming on YouTube, and then I feel like I'm letting people down. Like, you know, I know that some people would rather me do it on YouTube than TikTok. I got to pick one or the other. I guess I got two phones. Maybe I could stream it once. I did that for the Eclipse. I set up a tripod. I was on YouTube and TikTok at the same time, but it was kind of chaotic keeping track of everything. And then I couldn't see the comments because I kept walking away from the other phone. Get some fried steak there. Yeah, cold pizza, hot coffee. That's what I had for breakfast. Monte Cristo. Yeah, get a Monte Cristo sandwich there. That's good. We put the powdered sugar on it. That's good. Get the cheese. So I got Reuben sandwich with cheese there. Yeah. Get the Swiss cheese. Look at that. There's the Westin Hotel. So they still haven't opened the Tiny Tap yet. I wonder if they're gonna. See, they're going to close. This part of the Riverwalk will all be closed, so you won't be able to get down at this level. You have to go up to Wacker Drive or over there, and that's why I was scoping out those spots. And the best spots are on the bridges, but they don't open the bridges up until after they're finished dyeing the river, and then you can go across there. It's really crowded. It's hard to get to the edge. People stand in the middle, and but they churn up the dye with the boats, and they spray it around. And they got this bar open. Got the heat lamps there. Yeah, get a fruit smoothie there. Yeah, I'm excited too. There's going to be some people that are going to try to find me, like people that are other social media influencers, and it'll be interesting if we could find each other and do some simulcast live streaming or whatever they plan on doing. And I think they just want to come down and join the party. People will be pretty good mood. People will be dressed up if the weather's nice. People will be jumping in front of the camera, yelling and screaming. Going with the group of seniors, that's good. Oh, D. Michael, that's great. Yeah, check it out. See, they got the little electric boat. They got it decorated. I wonder if someone's going to rent that. Rent that electric boat and go tool around the Green River there. Heritage Restaurant, Caviar Bar. Humboldt Park. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I live right up the street. That's the best. That's the best. Yeah, Humboldt Park. The park's beautiful and that nice neighborhoods around there. I know Humboldt Park gets a bad rap because of, there used to be just like a lot of neighborhoods in the city. Even Lincoln Park, you go back far enough, there was gang activity. But I went over there last year for the Puerto Rican parade there, and we walked around Humboldt Park, and that's great. I hope you have a nice event there. The actual park is beautiful. Yeah, they got the nice field house there. They got that beach. They finally filled the water in this year. I need to get back over there. They got a inland beach there on that little lagoon there by the community center. There's Marina Towers and the City Winery. Yeah, it's a great area. That's good. Thanks, Mallory. Thanks for the good info. Yeah, some good housing over there. Good restaurants. It sounds like you got a nice event there. So thanks for tuning in there, and everybody else there. Thanks for being part of the Lunch Bunch here. We're just checking out the river before they dye it green here. Hey, he's washing the windows there. He's cleaning it up there for the Smith and Walensky there. He's cleaning it up for the festivities there. And there you see the marina under the Marina Towers there. Corn cob buildings. So I think they're still working on the Riverwalk over here. Yeah, the jet skis. You can rent jet skis. They'll have these little 50s looking boats here. Easy to drive. You can rent those. I know renting boats are expensive, but it's probably in the long run, it's probably the cheaper option than actually owning a boat, because that even costs more. Especially storage and fuel and everything. So, this Saturday, 10 a.m. is when they dye the river green. Thanks for asking there. So, every year in Chicago, they've been doing it since 1960, since Mayor Daley I reinstated the Irish parades, because they stopped having them. Because remember, there was long periods of American history, there was anti-Irish sentiment. And Mayor Daley was Irish, of course, and so he brought it back. And the plumbers, I think they brought it back in the 50s. By 1960, they decided to dye the river green because the plumbers realized they could do it. They would use a green dye. I think what they originally used is different now. Now they use a vegetable base, 50 to 60 pounds of green vegetable dye, like food coloring, and they use it to find leaks in pipes. So when they go to investigate a problem of a leak, they put it through the system so they can see where the leak is, where the green dye comes out of the pipe. And they said, well, you could use this to dye the river green, and that's what they do. They've been doing it every year. It's always the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is on Monday this year. So So downtown, dyes the river green, 10 a.m. on Saturday. This Saturday, 2 days from now, March the 15th. And then the South Side, Bridgeport has the South Side Irish Parade, considered the true Irish Parade. And that's on Sunday. One side of the street's family, the other side you can drink. At least that's how it was historically. I don't know if that's still the case. They're working on this. It doesn't matter. You won't be able to access this part anyway. You'll have to be up above. Here's Chicago Brew House. They're working on it. So we'll head up here. Hey, jogging in shorts. 50 degrees, not bad. So here. Yeah, singing the songs there. Foolish game. The games people play. I'm nothing but a gambler like Kenny Rogers. You gotta know when to hold 'em. You gotta know when to fold 'em. You gotta know when to walk away, and you gotta know when to run. There. Great Global Casino. Yeah, we'll go behind the George Washington statue. We do this often. I'm always haunted by the Statue of Liberty here. She's got her arms outstretched there. Got a sad look on her face. The Masons did this. There it is. George Washington in the center there, Haym Solomon. Somebody called me and I tried to hang up and I hit the wrong button there. There's George Washington, Haym Solomon, and Robert Morris. You ever heard of Robert Morris College? So here we'll head across here. We'll head right up to where we started there at the Michigan Avenue Bridge. Yeah, never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. That's true of the stock market too. It's like, you ever watch that movie Trading Spaces with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd? You can learn a lot about the old stock market, the open outcry, commodities exchange, short squeeze. those old guys there. And then, yeah, we were talking about Coming to America, this sequel where Eddie Murphy is a African prince there trying to find a wife in Queens. And you see those guys make a cameo. They're homeless there in Brooklyn, there by the bridge. You know, and roles have changed. There's the Trump Tower there. There's Irv Kupcinet there, the old sports writer there, and announcer. He had his own show there. There's the big bus. Take the big bus. 1080 Central Bridal College. That's great. B. Michael. That's great. Marco, I'm singing. There's an old. It might be before your time. There was a country western singer. His name was Kenny Rogers. You ever heard of Kenny Rogers? Like the time of Dolly Parton was popular when she was younger. Kenny Rogers. He's had a song called "The Gambler," and that's what we were singing the lyrics of. So that's why, you know, we do that. We're old Gen X, baby boomer generation. So we got all this old songs running through our head all the time. Old commercial jingles, old songs. And so we trigger each other's memory, and then just play the old recordings in our head there. Look at that. There's the Marina Towers. There's the view looking west. There's a Seinfeld episode where Kenny Rogers was opening a chicken chain. That was a pretty good episode. And that's where Kramer imagines Newman looking like a chicken there, or like a turkey. There's a happy St. Patrick's Day. Look at these boats here. Look at the nice view to the St. Patrick's season there. Brought to you by Jameson. So you can tune in. If not, you'll see some reruns. YouTube. Backup. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, the Kenny Rogers Roaster. That's it. That's it. You got it. Yeah. Buy some chicks. They're going cheap. Look at that nice, look at that spectacular view to the Wrigley, the Tribune, and the Intercontinental Hotel there, the old Medina Temple Auditorium. Look how the sun hits it with the boats. Trump Towers gleaming in the sun there. Got the nice, yeah, let's see what time. 12:54. Perfect timing. So I'm going to walk back to work here. Thanks for joining me on our little lunch tour here. See, look, they got the boat all loaded up there. And we'll try to cross the river here. So here's a tour. Here's an architectural tour right here. There are people. Yeah.
And if you look at the bottom there, that bottom is
So there's many tours. People always want me to do tours. I'm like, my tours are on TikTok and YouTube. If you want a tour, you could easily join a tour like that guy, and they'll walk you around or drive you around or however you want to do it. Go on a boat. Several ways to see the city. So here we'll head down Michigan Avenue. Don't give me no goody goo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's a big how you doing? It's a big paraphernalia there. I guess I could say vape on YouTube. I'm really paranoid about saying those words on TikTok because I can't say the M word, ganja. Here's look at Benny the Bull there, Benny the Bull, but I can say it on YouTube. But if I say the word, what is this? Crimson Cow, Nashville Hot Chicken. Nashville Hot Chicken, where the mochi nut is going to be Nashville Hot Chicken. So we'll keep you posted when that opens back up right next to the Egg Tuck. Yeah, if I only had a brain. I know that one. That's Wizard of Oz there. The Scarecrow. Hey, gifts for sale. Here you get all your St. Patrick's Day swag. Chipotle. How you doing there? Hey, doing good. So here. Yeah, Oz never gave nothing to the Tin Man. I know what you mean. We talk about that when we go to Oz Park there and film the John Kearney statue with the Tin Man there. So here we'll get across the street. Look at this beautiful sunshine. So hey, get out here if you can. Enjoy this beautiful weather. It's going to be better tomorrow. It might be windier. I'm going to try to work from home tomorrow, rest my legs a little bit so we can really party down there on Saturday. 10 a.m. on Saturdays when they dye the river green, Central Time Zone in Chicago. The parade is down on Columbus at noon. I don't know if I'll cover the parade because you can easily watch it even if you don't live in Chicago, you search for Chicago local TV stations, either ABC 7, NBC 5, or CBS 2, or WGN Channel 9. I don't know which one's got it. One of those 4 channels will probably have a live stream of the parade, but I don't think they don't usually live stream the river. And so I'm going to live stream the river, and then we'll go to the bars, meet some people, figure out what they want to do. It's going to be wide open how the day progresses there, and then eventually I'm going to have to take a break and use the restroom and get hydrated and eat something, and then we'll be off and on. But if you miss it, we'll post the reruns of interesting things. We interact with fun people. We'll show you what it's like to experience St. Patrick's Day party weekend in Chicago. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like we're going to have nice weather, at least on Saturday. It's going to be colder on Sunday. I'm almost certain I'm not going to get to the Southside Parade. I apologize to my friends there in Beverly, but we'll do that sometime. And thanks, Ernesto. Thanks for understanding there. The way I roll there. Yeah, thanks, Bella. Thanks. Yeah, we got a plan ahead there. So, hey, good afternoon. Thanks, Doreen there. Yeah, see you at 5 there. We'll be on TikTok at 5. Thanks, everybody, for joining in here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Yeah, we'll see you for the walk home there on TikTok. Thanks a lot, everybody. Really appreciate it. Yeah.